Hi there, welcome back. So today's video, we're going to try and use these polystyrene balls. Now, they come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and I must admit, my intention had been to do the small, the medium, and the rather large balls in this particular video, in their video for today. However, best laid plans and all that, things didn't quite go to plan. I've kept a little bit of the footage in that relates to that particular thing, but the finished part, the finishing sequence clip, and also the thumbnail doesn't show, should we just say, the one that didn't go to plan. So all I'm doing here is just showing you what I'm intending on using or trying to use, because at this point I wasn't 100% certain what wool I was going to use. So I've just shown you some like super chunky wool, some rather fluffy mohair like wool, and some standard wool. Also these beautiful cords, these woven cords or braids that unfortunately we can't put a link for you for those in the description box like we would normally, but we can't do that for those because we've had those about 3 or 4 years. They came from a company called Jewelry Maker, who have a channel on television. They are still in existence. They might be called Hobby Maker now or something, so why not check out their website. Anyway, moving on, just looking at these, trying to make a decision as to what kind of wool I'm going to use. Now I really like this super chunky wool. There we are, chunky yarn, just showing you it. Now you can get wool from most hobbycraft type places, or you can get it from some departmental stores, haberdasheries, or if you've got independent dedicated wool and yarn shops. We've got a few near us here locally. If you get the chance, check out one. It's called there's one called Koala Creations. It's in a little village called Chipping Sodbury, which is in the Gloucestershire area in the UK. There's also, if you go to the high street, there's a fantastic wool shop there. Unfortunately, apologies to that wool shop, their name escapes me currently, but never mind. Moving on, I'm using some regular white PVA glue. Now with hindsight, I should have used the clear version of this, because although it doesn't show up very much on this particular ball that I'm making, it does on the smaller one, which is a shame. But these are for our use. These are not for us to sell. It's for us to use in our home as part of the seasonal decorations that are going on. As usual, bits of this video will have been sped up because, you know, this takes a little time to do, and where you've got glue involved, you're supposed to wait. I say supposed to wait for it to dry up or set up before you proceed onwards. Now I've started off putting some glue on the top of this ball, trying to just carefully wind round in a circle or in a spiral the wool, adding a little bit of glue at a time. I've put some little pins in the top there just to keep that first starter piece in place, and as you can see, just carefully applying the glue and, you know, continuing on to wind the wool around it. Now I don't have any footage of me doing this in its entirety for this piece, because once you've seen the beginning bit, you get the picture, you know what to do. Right, so I carried on with that until that was finished, put it to one side to dry, and then started on the smaller one of the three. Decided to use this really lovely deep sort of purple coloured yarn. This I think they referred to as a double knit yarn, or it might even have been a chunky but not a super chunky yarn. There we go. So again, just repeated the process as I did with the bigger ball or the bigger polystyrene ball, applied some PVA glue and then carried on adding more glue and then just winding round the yarn, sticking it to the polystyrene ball. There we go. So like I said, unfortunately, as you can see in this finishing shot, that's the completed purple one, the glue is showing, which is a shame, but you know, it's for us, it's not for anybody else, so we don't mind. Now I did go back with a pair of scissors afterwards once it completely dried, try to trim it up a little bit, but this is just like a double knit chunky wool. It's not a super chunky wool, so go careful if you're snipping bits off because you don't want to cut through it. Now this was the medium sized ball. I had a vision in my head of what I wanted, and beautiful satin scarlet coloured ribbon I thought looked lovely with the green and the purple. When it dried, it definitely wasn't what I was expecting, didn't turn out how I wanted it to be, and uncharacteristically for us, I decided not to continue with that one. But I'm just going to show you the 3 now. Look at that. I mean, you could position one on top of the other if you wanted. You could have an alternative to snowmen. And look at that. You see the 3 colours together would have coordinated really nicely. Quite Christmassy, quite wintry or warm winter autumnal colours. But yeah, I didn't proceed with that pinky, reddy, scarlety coloured one. So I thought this bauble just needed a little something extra. I mean, you don't have to do this part. You can just add a loop at the top so that you've got something to hang it, with. And I decided to use some of this beautiful woven silver cord and glue gun as ever. Honestly, the light on this glue gun is so bright. So starting at the top, I measured the length I wanted for the loop. So this is the hanging loop. Has anybody else getting a vision of this being a doorstop? Have you seen the doorstops that are really heavy? Obviously this isn't because this is polystyrene, but wouldn't it be good if you had a container, say, I don't know, a metal container, or maybe a glass container, covered it, you could cover it in some fabric first or spray it and then cover it in this wool or rope and put a handle on the top. Obviously make sure that it's heavy enough to act as a doorstop, so it's weighted enough, and then use it as a doorstop. I mean, it'd be lovely, really nice. Maybe something for me to have a go at in the future. We'll see. So I've made my loop. I've stuck the first part down. I'm popping in a pin just to hold it in place while I do the rest of this, and then just working out placement of where I want the cord to go. Now at this point you can see I discovered that some of it had become unstuck, so you know, a big hint here, make sure it's all thoroughly dried. Only about 75% of this ball had dried at this point, which I didn't realise, so you don't get that happen. So I was happy with the placement of that, so then it was time to just go back in with the glue gun and glue it into position. So here we go with that glue gun again, very bright light. So a tiny little thin bit of glue. Now the only thing, as I think I've probably mentioned in a previous video, is when you use a glue gun, it leaves little fine trails of the glue. Once your piece has completely set, the glue is completely set and dried, go back with a little pair of scissors and just snip them off. That's all you need to do with those. So applying a bit more glue there to the base, and then popping on the cord there, and I'm just going to use a pencil just to press that down a bit. I'm not using my finger because, you know, this is a hot glue gun, so you want to be careful that you don't burn yourself. So there we go, and then I am just measuring where I want the placement of this part to be, and then going in again, little thin line of glue. Obviously you put as frequent amount of glue, or as frequently you place the pot glue on as you think it needs. So just popping it there, applying a little bit of pressure, and then we were back up to the top here. Now what I'm going to do in this next bit is I need to work out how I am going to get this loop to stay in place, and also make like a coiled wrap like I've done with the wool on the bauble itself, on the polystyrene ball, but use the excess silver cord that I've got here. So just going to pop it down there, pop a pin in it, pop a pin in it like so, and then I'm going to cut the cord. So I'm going to decide how much more I want in order to make that spiral pattern like I've done with the wool, and then cut it and then apply some glue and then go around again. But before I do that, I've jumped ahead of the gun here a little bit. I need to go back round the other way of the bauble, so sorry about that, completely forgot about that. So measured the length, I do exactly the same as I've done for the first part. I glue it into place, there we go, which is what you can see me doing here. If you've joined us for today's video, thank you. Thank you for supporting us. We've done a few more videos than usual than what we would normally do. We usually just do resin, epoxy resin, eco resin, maybe a bit of air dry clay, decoupage, maybe a bit of artwork. Those are the kind of videos we do. How-to videos mainly, the odd collaboration, just to try and give you a bit of inspiration. But we thought with Christmas season, you know, the festive season, we do a few more frequent ones like we're doing now, and try and do some different types of crafts as well. So, you know, if you've joined us to watch this video, thank you. Why not check out the playlist, have a look through some of our other videos, give us a like, share and subscribe. It's free to do so. And when after the Christmas period has finished, we will be going back to our usual program videos, which is twice a week on a Friday and a Sunday at 5 p.m. UK time. So I decided this needed a little bit of bling, and yep, gold. Yeah, I can tell you that if one of our subscribers, and you know who you are, is watching this with us or is watching this at a later date, you're not surprised to see the gold. Like a little bit of gold. So we just got some of those lovely little gold stars or snowflakes. That was from a glitter selection from the lovely Jules at Resin Jules and Helena at Resin Detra Supplies. Check out their information. We'll link their contact and so on in the description box. And stuck them on. And then I just repeated the same process as I did with the green bauble with the purple one. Not forgetting, of course, to apply those lovely little gold stars that you're just seeing a little bit more of a close-up to. There we go. I love these chords. Very chameleon-like, this one. Very chameleon-like. Can't wait to try the blue one. That won't be for the Christmas. That might be maybe in another project in the new year, perhaps. So yeah, just need to try and get rid of some of this excess glue. But here we go. The final shot. They do hang very nicely, but it's actually quite difficult to film them when they're hanging up. But yeah, put them on your tree, put them as part of a decoration for a garland or a wreath, or just, you know, for whatever you want. Thanks for watching again, and we will see you again very soon, Monday, with a food video. Bye-bye then.